Hi. It is Zaylee Barkley. We are talking about which camera is best for you today. This is a live stream, but I'll leave it up for the replay. If you're catching this live stream, I appreciate you. If you're not, and you are tuning in later and you're watching the replay, leave your questions down below. I thought I wanted to address all of this because you guys have been popping into my inbox with all of the questions because you're frustrated and I get it, right? A lot of us are looking for the perfect camera. So whether you are, thinking about getting the Osmo Pocket 3, which we have here, I have it in my case and I'll tell you why I have it in my case. Or maybe you are thinking about the Nano, right? So the Osmo Nano, which is so good. And I have so many thoughts about it. Or maybe you're thinking about the Insta360 Go Ultra. Whatever you are thinking about, these are the three that I'm getting asked about the most right now. So I do want to do a live stream about which one is best for you. And if you're watching this as a YouTube video, welcome, because that's one of the biggest frustrations that I'm seeing right now for you guys. So if you're seeing me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because y'all know I don't play. I want to make sure I bring the most value to you guys. And I have so much to say about all of these cameras because they're all so awesome, but different things are happening in different spaces. And I want to be sure to address that. So, if you have personally ever bought a camera and you weren't sure of all the things, or if it's a good camera for you, or if another is better, or if you're confused about what to buy, this video is for you, okay? Because I'm going to list out some scenarios and some types of creators to help you understand if a specific camera is for you or not. I don't see people talking about this in reviews, and so that's why I decided I have to talk about it. And I may even re-record a full video because this is a live stream, but I also want to talk to you guys and hear what you're thinking as well. So let's get into it. Hey y'all, if you're if you're here, say hi. Hey, love y'all. Okay, I am live on both Instagram and YouTube, but let's get into it because I feel like it's something that a lot of people are struggling with, especially when buying a camera. And the first thing that you do have as a camera in your hands is your phone, right? A lot of people are upgrading to the iPhone 17 Pro Max because they're creating content and they're like, oh my gosh, I need something that I can immediately use. That's the first thing that I'm going to cover here on this live stream or in this video. If you are a creator and you are looking for a camera, the first thing that you have to anchor yourself in is, am I going to use this thing? Right? I think a lot of us are not thinking about that. And that is where people struggle the most. Am I going to use this camera? Because a lot of us are buying cameras that are way too advanced for us. They're all the fancy things, and then we don't end up using them. Have I ever made this mistake myself? Absolutely, friend. I've been in a place where I thought I wanted this camera or that camera, and then I just was not using it. I recently went through this. So I recently bought a camera and I'm loving using it. But am I using all of the features that it can give to me? Absolutely not. Is there a learning curve? Absolutely, right? Especially when we start thinking about using D-Log M and using all the things that people are speaking about. So D-Log M, C-Log M, S-Log M, if you don't know what those stand for. The D is for like DJI, S is for Sony, so S-Log is for Sony, C is for Canon, C-Log. So and that all has to do with color grading, right? So it's filming in the most flat way so that you can really push colors when you are editing. For beginners, this is not the thing that you will be thinking about. So a lot of people don't use their Osmo Pocket 3 because they're like, well, um, I'm hearing everyone saying that I should film in D-Log, and so because of that, I'm not even using my Osmo Pocket 3. So I want you guys to think about the camera that you would use the most. Whether if you think it's your phone, then use your phone. For me, I'm past using my phone. I've used my phone for so many years, and I started hitting storage issues and I've realized with my phone, I'm in a place to where I just want to be really present and I don't want to be using my phone to film. So whether I'm out and about and I'm vlogging or I am creating somewhere, I don't really want to be using my phone. I prefer to use a tiny camera. So that means I prefer to use whether it is the Insta360 Go Ultra. I just realized I had a little cappy cap on there. Or a lot of you here know me for the Osmo Pocket 3, right? Um, I'm currently in my living room, so the lighting is going to be changing. So I'm just warning you guys. So I have the OP3 and I still love it. It's still my favorite camera, and I will talk to you about that in a little bit. Or where is the Nano? I don't know, y'all. I have all the things just everywhere. Or the DJI Nano, which I just had it. I don't know where I put it. However, so it's about us thinking, oh, there it goes. This one. Like for me, this allows me to be more present. So I am actually not running around with my phone in my hands because that could get distracting for me sometimes, right? So the first thing that I want you to think about is what am I actually going to use? If it is your phone, then use your phone friend, right? If you're on my Instagram, I have the perfect setup for using your phone. It is the Hollyland microphone. These tiny little microphones, they're so good. And you plug those in, and I have a little tripod set up. So if you're on my Instagram, you can comment studio so that you can get that full setup. However, if you are looking, okay, Tavon, I see that. Tavon said, returned my Nano today, kept the Go Ultra. I'm gonna tell y'all which one I like more at the end of this video, which one I really love. Hey, living life with the Barons. Hey, y'all, it's so good to see you guys online. I always go live and never know if you guys are gonna be online. And of course, my hair is doing its own little thing. However, so the one that you are going to use. So Tavon said he just returned his Nano, which I feel like I'm thinking the same thing, Tavon. And I hope I'm saying your name correctly. But yeah, what are you going to use? What are you actually going to use? That is one of the first things that I want you to think about. So before we dive even deeper, I want you to ask yourself, what type of creator are you? And this is going to determine which camera you use, which camera you keep. And if you're watching, let me know down below because I want to know what type of creator are you? Like what camera or what are you looking to get out of your content? You need to answer these questions so that you know the rest of what I'm going to share, right? So I want to say, we have a few types of creators, and I'll tell you guys, I feel like I'm a hybrid of some of these, but let's get into it. Okay, so I would say the on-the-go vlogger, right? That is the person that is thinking about speed. They want to get the camera out quickly and not have to fiddle with a lot of things. They want to just be able to film, be on the go, capture the content, and then edit it and post, right? So that is the on-the-go vlogger person. Right? The next person is the storyteller. So the storyteller is the person who wants different shots, and they want it to look all dreamy and cinematic, and they want every video to possibly be like this, which I feel like is impossible because then you take a lot of time to create one piece of content. And if you're just getting in the game, I would advise you to create more and learn your style versus you try to go for a specific style right away, unless you're a filmmaker. Of course, we have different types of creators, right? The third is the everyday storyteller, sorry, the everyday creator. And that person just wants a simple setup and they don't want it to get in the way. Now, let me also say this. You could be all three of these people and it changes depending on the season that you're in. Zaylee, what do you mean by that? Whew, it might mean that you're just starting out and right now you just want to be the everyday creator. You want to pull something out and you want to be able to create with it and just, go. Okay? So you want a setup that does not get in the way. The next season, you might feel like you've gotten into the groove. You started building an audience, you have a community now, and now you want to build your storyteller skills. So now you've decided, ooh, I could start adding a little B-roll into there. I could start being a little cinematic sometimes, you know? And maybe your season is, I've done all that. I've done the perfect thing. And this season now requires for me to be that on the go vlogger. I want to record every single thing. I want to be able to put my camera in specific places and add that and layer into my content and all of that jazz. So you have to know what type of creator you're in or what type of creative season as a creator you're in. Does that make sense, y'all? Let me know down below. I love that. So Tavon said, I'm cycling, vlogging, family, user-friendly type of use. I appreciate the pro of the Nano, but I feel like I could pass the Go Ultra around to my family members and have fun with it. And I absolutely agree. I do agree with that 100%. Yes, right? I feel like the Go Ultra is more of a hybrid camera, and that one I actually really love a whole lot. But I'm going to tell you my favorite by the end. Okay, so now that you've identified like what kind of creator you are or what kind of creative season you're in, now it's time to just understand the different types of cameras. And what we're going to do is pair that with who you are or the season you're in. I told y'all I'm a hybrid creator and I love cameras. So I have all the cameras. I have so many cameras. It's it's let's not even talk about that. However, let's talk about first the Insta360 camera, right? So I would say, who would I say the? So I'm going to speak from my heart for this. I feel like the Insta360 camera is for someone who is just, listen, you are ready, friend. You are a hybrid creator, right? You're able to plop this up because this is how it looks, right? You're able to plop it up to you and just get really quick footage. The footage is gorgeous. It is crispy. It is clear. It does well in, it does okay in low light. There is a feature in it called pure video that you could turn on, and it makes like low light look a bit better. Um, it it's for that person who really just wants to create easily. I would say out of these three cameras, it is the quickest to publish content with. When I say that, I mean like I can take content out of this and never color grade it. If you're following me on Instagram, which you should if you're not doing that just yet, a lot of my videos I have recorded with this. The audio on this is really good as well. The face to camera audio, which is that internal audio, is really good, as well as those microphones that I just showed to you guys. Of course, I can't find them, but the Hollyland microphones, I plug in the receiver to this camera. And when I say chef's kiss, it is chef's kiss. The downside, it is a little more expensive. It's in between the DJI Nano and the Pocket, right? So the pricing is a bit more. I love that it has this door on it. That makes it like just easy to use and just on the go for me. I really, really like this camera. I have more to say about it, but of course, these are the microphones if you're just getting here. So I'm using one of these right now. These microphones are so versatile. I plug them into my phone, computer, cameras. It is really good. One of the downsides of this is that you will have to buy your accessories unless you buy the combo. It doesn't really come with all of the accessories. Form factor, when we speak about form factor, we speak about the camera itself, like just what it looks like. Y'all, I put this in this case. Y'all see how cute this case is? And I just put it in the case. It goes in here easily. When I say you close this case up, let me try to close it. And you can really just be on the go with this. And you never have to care about like, is it getting messed up in my purse? What's happening in there? Like I really love this for that. I can put this camera in my pocket. Literally, I could put it in my jacket pocket, whatever that is. Like, of course it's dark now, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can make that a little brighter. But this camera is perfect for that. If I have to color grade with this, is to bump little things up based on where I film. It is gorgeous in highlight. Like, it is a really, really good camera. Okay, so you have to decide based on where you are if this is for you. Is this for the on the go like creator or I'm sorry, on the go like vlogger person? Yes. I listen, it is so good, especially if you're doing short form vlogs on Instagram, if you're doing longer form vlogs on YouTube, the quality looks really, really good, y'all. I remember buying so I have the Go 3S as well, which is the one before the Go Ultra. And I remember I felt like people weren't posting footage of this camera a lot. They would post the camera. It is a cute camera. And the quality is good, especially in the light. Like if you're outside, you're running around, the quality is good. But I felt like the quality of the Go Ultra is so good, right? It's such a contrast, even though, they aren't too far apart based on when they came out. So, yes, y'all see, I love that cute little camera case. I could see me with that. Let me tell you, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. So those are things I love about the Go Ultra. There's more, but I want to make sure that I'm respecting your time here on this video. So let's speak about the Nano. The Nano to me, the Osmo Nano is a awesome camera. I think that it is the perfect partner to the Osmo Pocket, to be really honest. I feel like it is a great companion to the Osmo Pocket. I have an ND filter on it. That's why it looks a bit different from everyone else's. Y'all, I'm reading the comments. So keep commenting, keep chatting with me because I'm here. It is a really great camera. This one I would say, okay, wait, I didn't tell you who the Go Ultra is for. So if we're going back to our creator profiles, I would say this could be for that everyday vlogger because, oh, I was gonna say that these platforms sometimes compress your content. So sometimes you're filming on the most expensive camera ever, and Instagram compresses it. TikTok compresses your content. So if I'm filming on this and I'm doing a great job at storytelling and being, creative with it, especially because with the Go Ultra, you are also able to separate the camera, right, from the pod itself, so you can get really creative with it. I think this is a great place to start. It's perfect for pulling it out on the go for the everyday creator. And you can get cinematic with it if you're a storytelling person. But I would say more than cinematic, um, you can get more creative with it. Like, so I just put a video on all my channels where I put the pod itself in the plant. I was using different profiles with it. So make sure you're following me on socials so that you're seeing all of the things I'm speaking about. Now, the Nano, we can detach the Nano from the pod as well, right? From the vision dock is what DJI calls it. This is also a very good on the go camera, right? Let me just make sure I'm checking on y'all to make sure you guys are good. Yes. So, Living Life with the Barons said, I don't like that you have to turn around the Nano. And that's where I feel like the Go Ultra trumps. But, ooh, not that word. Anyway, so if you caught that, you caught it. Anyway, so this is a little bit inconvenience because if I have to vlog with it, like, I'm here using it, I do have to disconnect it and turn it around. Whereas with the Go Ultra, I just turn the screen up or turn it down. For a workflow when you're outside, that makes it much easier. Um, for telling stories, again, it depends on your creativity. Are you going to put this into the refrigerator? Are you going to put it into your washing machine or dryer? This is also waterproof. So this is, a great deal about it. There are overheating issues that a lot of people are talking about. I have experienced it as well. So we're going to talk about that. Living life with the parents. You caught it. Anyway, so um that is something I do want to share. So people are currently still figuring out if they like this camera, if they want to keep it, and I'm still currently figuring it out as well. I got the Go Ultra maybe like 2 months ago, and so I was using this for a good while, and then this one came out, and I was like, all right, let me try it, because I knew they were similar too, so I felt like that would help me to make a choice on if I am gonna keep this, if I really love it or not. For the everyday creator, this I could see this being a good camera. I will tell you. So I've created videos on YouTube, and I feel like there are certain ways that I like to create, especially for Instagram. I love using a lot of B-roll and things like that. And I feel like I was using the Osmo Pocket in one of the ways that I would use this camera, right? So I would use the Osmo Pocket to create a lot of B-roll. Like I would, stick it in certain places. I had a magnetic backing for it that I would put onto different places. And I feel like this is great for if you're creating in that way. You want quick clips, you love stitching clips together. Um, you want to be discreet, you're outside and you don't want people to see that you have a larger camera. Now the Osmo Pocket is a bit larger. I love that this could fit in your hands and you're able to, it's just more discreet. The most discreet out of all of them, I would say personally, is the Go Ultra. I feel like this one is just the most discreet out of all of them. However, yeah, so this one, you can decide what you really want it for. Now, I will say as well, if you are a person who is, uh, if you want the best out of a camera, the best bang for your buck out of a camera, then the Osmo is your friend, right? Y'all know I love having an ND filter on my Osmo Pocket 3 because it just, yeah, it just is so easy to, especially if you are a person that wants things quickly, um, you know, Oh, I was like, what camera is making noise? So, this one is really good. Why, Zaylee? None of the others can operate like a webcam, right? And the other thing about the Osmo Pocket 3, of course, there's active track, so it can follow your face. The other thing that I really love about it, though, is the ability for focus. So, action cameras, which are smaller at this point in time, you're not able to focus with it. So, Zaylee, what do you mean by focus? So, you see right now my face is in focus on my camera, and now the camera that I'm holding in my hand is in focus. The Osmo Pocket 3 is the only camera out of these three cameras that can do that. Right? What does that do for your footage? Well, it allows you to do things like I just did, like, show this. So I'm currently right now, I'm streaming on the Canon EOS R50V. And so, it's a bigger camera. It's a good camera. And so it of course it can do more than a small camera like this. However, I just bought something to help me to use this camera to focus. I will share that with you guys who are interested in the Go Ultra later on. Do y'all see how my light is changing? Oh my gosh. So it's a bit cloudy and rainy here today. So all of the things are happening when it comes to my set, right? But y'all are rocking out with me. So this one is the only one that can do things like that. This camera, you can do so much with it. You can use it as a webcam. You cannot do that with the Go Ultra. You cannot do that with the Nano. Also with this camera, you are able to get more cinematic looking shots. I would say yes, right? So if that is what you're looking for, then this camera would be great for you. Okay. Also, you can also use this camera on auto, right? Or you can use it on manual. Of course, if you understand cameras, you understand settings, then you can go into things like figuring out your color profiles, figuring out your exposure and setting it in a specific way, figuring out your white balance. Can these cameras do that too? Absolutely. Especially this one, you can use it manually if you choose to as well. For the person that doesn't understand all of those settings and things like that, I feel like this is the best bang for your buck. If you feel like you want to create content, you want to create more content, you're looking to create a lot of content, whether it's talking head, vlogging, all of those things, I do love this camera. I'm not going to lie to you guys because I can press publish easily. Okay. Y'all forgive me. I'm on the living room floor. Y'all know I get down and dirty with these. So, okay, let me see what you guys have going on. Let me check in quickly. Is this helpful so far? Y'all, let me know down below. Hey guys, I'm currently streaming on Instagram and YouTube, so just making sure I'm answering. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I'm looking to invest in the Osmo Pocket 3, Go Ultra, Insta360 5X, and I'm just getting into the game. I love doing everything. I call myself a fake photographer. Okay, so if you are really just getting into the game, I would say get one camera, make sure you're using it, and then you can, start buying the others as well, right? But I would say that if you're looking to do that and you feel like you want to do all the things, either the Osmo Pocket 3 or the Insta360 Go Ultra is a really good place to start. The Go Ultra also takes gorgeous photos. I'm gonna post a few photos that I took with their micro lens. Really good photos. Also, for photography and videography, again, the Insta360 Ace 2 is really good. I actually want that camera, but I'm waiting because it comes with a cage that you could take really good photos on, and you guys know I'm into photography these days. But I feel like the Ace 3 is gonna come out in October or November. I feel like it's coming out, so I'm gonna wait because that's what happened to me with the Insta360 Go 3S. I wanted a camera that I could take you guys more behind the scenes of my set and setup and all of that with. And I went and I bought this, and then 2 months later, and when I was buying it, I was like, this camera is like 2 years old, but I love it. I love the size. I love it, it's kind of the same form factor as the Go Ultra as well. And I was like, something is gonna come out. And the Ultra ended up coming out, and I still got it. And I'm happy. This one, I feel like I'm gonna sell it though. It is so I have a lot of content on my profile that has been filmed with this as well. But it's basically new. I hardly ever used it, to be honest. Okay, let me see what else. Um, yes, yes, yes. I've used that camera when I was at Disney Springs this rainy weekend. Oh, it's so good. I don't like the Okay, I'm just catching up with you guys and making sure that I'm answering some videos saying that the ND filter for Action 5 works nicely with, do you think I should skip the Nano ND filter? That is a really good question. So I am using an Action 5 filter on the Nano right now. This one that I got is from Small Rig. When I get off the live stream, I'll be sure to put everything I mentioned down below. The reason why I like this one specifically is because it's variable, meaning that I can change it right here. I don't have to buy 500 different filters, but I will say it depends on your use case. Y'all see the sun coming in now? Let me get us right, y'all. Okay, hopefully the sun stays that way. I also have an ND filter on my camera right now, but so, yeah, I love that this is variable, meaning I can lighten it or make it darker by just turning that dial. You guys know with my Osmo Pocket 3, I literally do the same thing, right? So with my Osmo Pocket 3, I have a variable ND filter on it, which means I turn it, the footage gets lighter or darker. It's literally also what I'm using on the camera that I'm filming on. Look at that. So it's dark now. See that? See, this is cinematic stuff, you know? But I can turn it and brighten back up the scene, and you'll see it just like that, right? So this is all the tricks that creators are doing on the back end. Kind of like sunglasses for your camera. But so I like that Small Rig one because it is variable. I'm able to turn it so that I don't have to change the settings. I can depend on that filter. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. This is for the Action 5. I don't know if I'll buy the other ND filters. I just don't like. I like to think, so I have this little cute little bag, y'all. It is by PGY Tech, and this is my little camera bag. When I am running around, I fit everything into this little camera bag, right? I'm gonna just move my camera a little bit so that I'm not all the way in the sun. Okay, so that little bag by PGY Tech, it is so cute. Y'all, Y'all know when we're live. If I was pre-recording this video, you would never see all the things that are happening. But because we are live together, you guys are seeing all the behind the scenes actually happening in real time. However, So I like to fit all of my cameras in this little bag. And so it has like different compartments in it too. And, I'm able to put all of my different cameras in there. And when I'm thinking about me running around and being on the go, I don't want to have to stuff too many ND filter cases inside of my little bag. So I like having that variable ND filter. Hey y'all. I hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. Okay, let me see what else. Um, I hope this makes sense, y'all. Okay, so helpful. Hey, Lynn's girl. Um, Okay. Let me see. Welcome, everybody. So happy you're here. Tavon said, yes, you're doing amazing. Thank you for being here, Tavon. I appreciate you. I am Lynn's girl said, I have the Osmo Pocket. I bought it for vlogging. I'm new to this and I love the Pocket. Ooh, am I getting that correctly? Let me see. Let me see what you're saying, Lynn's girl. But it seems I am. Okay, I don't think you finished your sentence. I use my phone for everything. I have the Samsung Ultra 24. Ooh. Hey, Afro T. In front of my window. Yes, I'm sitting in front of three huge windows right now. So, usually in the morning, the sun is on that side of the house, but in the evening around this time, it comes to this side. So, yeah. How do you protect your tech inside of the bag? That is a good question. Okay, so inside of the bag, so you do get one separator, right? Inside of the bag. But it has like, I wish I could show it to you guys, and I have things in it too. So it has little pockets in here. So literally, y'all, let me show you. This is what would happen. So, well, first of all, you guys know that I have the Go Ultra, and then we have a little case for that. So I would put it in the case, right? So this is me. Oop, I think I turned it on by mistake, but we're gonna rock out. So this is it in the case. I would zip it, and then there are three pockets in here. So I would put it in one of those pockets, right? And then I have the Osmo Nano, which I do not have a case for. I'm still figuring out if I'm going to keep the Osmo Nano, to be honest, y'all. It is a really cool camera, but here it goes. I do love my Go Ultra more than I love this. Maybe I'll create a whole video or go live on why. Okay, so here again, this is the other side, and I would just put this in the other side, right? So there are three pockets. I have one pocket that I put my lip gloss and things in. But then, y'all, there is this big space in the middle of the bag. And if I have a bigger camera, so this one is not bigger, but let's say, because I do carry bigger cameras, but let's say this, y'all, this camera, it is so good. But if I have bigger cameras, I will put it in the center. So yeah, and it fits a lot of things. I love me some compartments too. It is so good. Can that lens filter go on the Osmo Pocket 3? No, nope, nope, nope. I have another filter for the Osmo Pocket 3, and I will place it in the description as well. This one is so good, and it never falls off for me, and it has a few stops on it so it can get lighter and darker, kind of like what I showed you guys before, right? Okay, so hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Let me see. The Nano keeps on overheating. Yes, the Lucky Gram. I'm thinking when recording, do you know any setting or tricks? So I think that they just did a firmware update that is supposed to help with the overheating of the Nano. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can um, put let me just make sure that I'm gonna do this live with you guys because we're live. I'm just making sure to put it so that you guys can see the comments and hopefully it shows on IG as well. Um, I think they just really released a firmware update to help with the overheating. The thing is, if you do have smaller cameras, they are going to overheat because they're fitting a lot of tech into these little, you know, into these little spaces. So, but I will say having both the Insta360 and the Osmo Pocket, and I live in Texas and it's not cool here just yet, like cold. I will say that the Insta360 Go Ultra does not overheat like the Osmo Nano, right? Y'all, I might be mixing up names sometimes, but bear with me. Okay. All right, let's see. What other questions do you guys have? Do you carry the invisible selfie stick? I love a good bag with compartments. So, invisible selfie stick, I do not use inside of this bag. Inside of this inside of this bag inside of this bag, I use another. I don't have all the parts with me right now, but I use so this is the selfie stick that I got from the Osmo Pocket 3. If you bought the creator bundle, this is what it is. And so I use this. I don't have the attachments right now. I wish I did. That's why I keep looking around. But literally, hold on, y'all. Let me tell you guys, I have everything. Oh, I put the cameras away into the bag to show you guys, and now I'm like, where are the cameras? So there is an attachment that fits onto your Go Ultra, and then I use, and I have pictures of it all over my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, so I use this as the selfie stick if I do want that view. I do have the invisible selfie stick though, but it's a little too long for that smaller bag. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I want you guys to think, what kind of creator are you? And that is going to help you to think about what camera. Here's the other thing that I want you guys to think about, especially when you are looking at someone who is recommending a camera to you. This is something that is very important. Um, are they doing the same things as you? Right? Which is so important for us to show up as creators. This is something that we do not think about a lot. So I might be telling you about how amazing, let's use the 3S. I might be telling you how amazing this camera is, and I'm probably outside all the time, right? So I'm probably outside running around vlogging in the most beautiful, bright places. I probably live in a big, beautiful, bright city. And so when I show you footage from this camera, it looks beautiful and dynamic, and you buy it. And because you're always at home and your house may not have a lot of windows and you're filming in a darker space, you might get this and you might be like, well, Zaylee, you lied. So it's also, first of all, the first thing I want to share before I continue is I am unsponsored, meaning I buy all of these cameras with my own money. Okay. But it's also a part of my business. This is what I do. If you've been here for a while, you know that I've been a video coach for the past 10 years. And so I help people get on camera so that they can build their brands. So me buying cameras to share with you guys is because I know it's going to help you in some way. I am unsponsored. Nobody sponsors me. So I'm going to tell you these things so that you can pay attention when you're buying cameras. Y'all, why is the sun over here now? Now we got to move our little set back. Okay, so we got to move back a little bit. Okay, so that is why I want to be sure to share this with you. So if you are not outside, that's why all of these camera companies, when they film and they're doing the marketing, they're in bright places. That's why when we bought the Osmo Pocket 3 and we looked at the footage that DJI was sharing, it's outside, everything. And if you take your camera outside, you'll see how beautiful and dynamic it gets. And so that's the thing when you're looking at creators and you're trusting a creator, which is why I like to show my camera in different places and spaces. I like to show it inside of my studio. My home is a bit bright. So my studio is brighter than down here. If I go up to the studio right now, if you follow me, you've seen the studio maybe on Instagram or wherever. Um, if I'm up there and I'm filming with it, that footage looks really gorgeous. If I film down here, it's going to look really different. Even the camera I'm filming on right now, when I'm down here, it's a bit different. Of course, I can use settings and, accessories to help with that. But when you're looking at a creator and you're listening to reviews, ask yourself, is this creator using it in the same way that I would be using my camera most of the times? Right? So I want you guys to think about that because it does make a difference, y'all. Let me see. Okay, Lynn's girl. Okay, you're back. You said I just started using um, the Osmo Pocket 3, but I'm not sure if I'm using it right. My videos do not turn out light and airy. Exactly. So this is exactly what I'm speaking about now. So I would ask you then, are you filming on automatic, meaning you just turn on the camera and you film, or are you filming manually? Are you changing your settings? Where are you filming? Are you filming inside your home in a dark space? Are you filming outside? Like that, those are the first few questions that I would ask, right? And I'll wait till you answer. Are you gonna post this video? Yes, I'm gonna leave it up on YouTube. Hopefully it is helpful and I'm not rambling through it too much. But also, I'll have my amazing assistant Sarah probably cut up, useful parts of it too, so that I can reshare and keep you guys in the loop with it. What is that camera? This one is the Insta360 Go 3S. I'm gonna sell this camera too, y'all. This one is the camera right before this one, right? So I think Afro T is asking, what's that camera? It is the cutest little thing ever. And I also have, when I sell it, and if you're interested, just DM me on Instagram. I'm gonna sell it with all of the accessories I bought for it, and all of my stuff is new. I hardly even used this camera for 2 months before the Ultra came out, but it is the cutest little camera. It is so cute, and it is perfect for if you are on the go. Hold on, y'all. Let me just make sure. And the other thing I love about this is that it has internal like you don't have to use a memory card with it. So that is another thing that I do want to be sure to share. Okay, so literally, like, I bought a bunch of accessories for it. I have ND filters for it. I have everything for it, and I will sell it with all of those things for a minimum price. So if you're looking to grab one of these, just send me a DM. Okay, let me see what else you guys are asking. Um, yes, that's what I need, a video coach. I'm nervous about getting on camera full time. Ooh, living with the Barons, follow me on Instagram. You will see. This is definitely what I help people with, especially when they tell me I'm more of a behind the scenes girl. Get onto my Instagram if you're not there already. I'm seeing that you're talking from YouTube, so I'd love to connect with you. That is what I do. Send me a message. Say hello on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Not that one. The camera that looked like a K on it. A K. This one? Afro T? Are you speaking about this one, the Osmo Pocket 3? Which my screen is a little bit dirty right now. Let me know if it's this one that you're speaking about. I won't put another one in there, but I'll wait till you answer. I'll wait till you answer this question. But yeah, so you want to make sure that the creators that you're listening to about it are using it for what you. Oh, I did put it in the bag. The Kodak camera. This is the Kodak FZ 55. It is so good. If you go on my Instagram, you will, because I see you're on Instagram. Scroll down. I think last week I shared a few photos that I took with this camera. It is like less than $150. I think I got it for 130. I am also going to create videos about this because y'all, this is so cute. It is so cute. It's so good, and I've been using it so randomly and getting the most gorgeous photos. But yes, go on my Instagram and you will see. Maybe last week I think I posted a bunch of pictures that I took with it. If you're looking to get into photography, you're looking to learn your framing and things like that before you do all the pro stuff, that is the perfect camera to get. And a lot of the shots that I've gotten with it that you'll see on Instagram, I actually took those pictures in the car. Through the window. Thank you. I'll check it out. I want a little camera that I can use when I'm not recording. Yes, it is perfect for that. No lie. Okay, I'm just making sure that this is in the right place, our little comment box. But yeah, so I wanted to come on and talk about these cameras. So if you are an everyday person and you're not looking to do a bunch of color grading, but you're looking to get really beautiful dynamic photography and videography both, the Go Ultra is for you. It has no like overwhelming color grading. If you've been watching my videos on Instagram lately, y'all, it's literally this. It's a little powerhouse, right? Um, to display my home Afro tee, it is perfect for that. Get it. And let me know, keep me in the loop. If you are looking for something that can give you more cinematic content, that you feel like, okay, I need to be able to get those focus shots like this. I need that blurry background. This is the camera that you need to get. Okay. And if you are um, looking to just start, right? And you already love the DJI ecosystem. Y'all got me digging in all my bags for these cameras. Then the Nano is a pretty good choice, but I feel like as creators right now, we're all kind of trying to figure out the Nano itself. Like, do we love it? I do feel like it is the perfect addition to the Osmo Pocket. So if you've been using the Osmo Pocket and you're like, I love the Osmo Pocket, but this can help me to get a little more creative, a little more discreet, because it is more discreet than the Osmo Pocket, I feel like. Then yes. Also, if you're looking for something to bang around a bit more, the Nano is good too. Because y'all know, I don't know about you, but the Osmo Pocket 3 is such a delicate little camera. So, you want to think about that as well. But yeah, y'all, I hope this was helpful. Please let me know. If you are on Instagram, definitely say hi. Especially if you watch this video and you feel like you got some value out of it. I'm so glad that you guys were here and you joined in. I am going to put it back on YouTube. I think I'm going to save it on Instagram as well. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. What do you guys want me to talk about next? Let me ask this before y'all disappear. What do you guys want a more detailed live stream or video about next? I felt like I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about this because I'm like, I could create this full video, but I like talking things out before I get into the depths of making a full blown YouTube video. And I felt like I just want to connect with y'all so that I could see where you are or what you're thinking. I always love going back through the comments as well. But yeah, what do you guys want to see next? What questions do you guys have? I want to know. And then I'm about to dip because I'm hearing my husband. I think he just got home. Living life with the Barons. It was so good having you here. Afro T, thank you for being here. Who else? Just everybody. I am Lynn's girl. Thank you for being here. Let me see who else is here while I wait for you guys to ask. And if not, leave it down below at the bottom of this video. What do you guys want to see next? I also have a bunch of questions that I can answer on from social media too. So let me see. Afroti said, I'd love to hear about adding personality to your space that speaks so much to who you are. Speaks as much to who you are as much as you want to say. Afro T, I do a full intimate workshop on that. We've done one for this year, and I think I'm going to do it again in November. So if you're looking to build a space, like you're saying, that really shows your personality, shows your vibe that you can get into and sit and chat in, and you're really thinking about like the equipment, the styling of it all, what your background is looking like. Like we sit down and map out all of that with you. That is coming back in November, more than likely. Yes. So, yeah, if that is something that you are interested in, definitely make sure that you have your notifications turned on because I'll share on social. Usually I share those things on my email list as well. So if you're on my email list, you're going to get all the info for that. But yes, we do an intimate, like all of us get together in that class. We're on a Zoom call, and my husband and I walk you through all of it. That's really if you want to step your game up. Um, Living with the Barons said, uh, is there any easy way to edit? Ah, I feel like I have a tutorial on the Osmo Pocket 3 and using CapCut because CapCut is what I use. So that is on my YouTube channel. So you can go look at that video as well. I feel like I do want to start uploading more editing tutorials because I love, love, love editing. I do have a membership, y'all, and I actually am supposed to upload an editing video in there this week because I've been pushing out content like crazy. I have so much to say about editing. Maybe I'll start creating more about editing, so that you guys can understand. Editing is not difficult. I think people just struggle with the, scheduling the time to edit. I think people struggle with what else, y'all? Editing is not hard at all. It's really practice when you think about it. So I will definitely share more about editing. Well, hello there. Um, okay, let me see if what else. Okay, I know nothing about editing. Yes, I can definitely talk a little bit more about that. Okay, Afro T said she is listed. Okay, so then you'll know when we're doing it. My assistant and I just literally planned out the rest of the year, and that is a class that people love from us. So I feel like I am gonna do it around that time. Um, so yes, let me tell you something. I appreciate you guys for being here. I love you guys so much, and thank you for being here. I'll definitely talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all. Have a good evening. Take care.